Hey guys, welcome back to another video. For today, I finally mustered up the courage to speak about my paranormal experiences. I haven't experienced a lot in my lifetime. There's one thing that happened pretty recently, not in 2019, but pretty recently, that it creeped me out. I don't know, that's the first thing that actually terrified me. And it was sleep paralysis. That I will get into later, but the first experience I wanted to talk about was the one I experienced. It's been a few years now. Just a little side note, I lived in the same apartment building basically all my life. I've just switched from different apartments in the building. This one started in apartment 209. It didn't scare me. At the time, it did scare me. As time went on, I kind of wish I still lived in that apartment. I was in the living room. I don't remember what I was doing. I think I was either watching TV. Pretty sure I was watching TV. And I was just turning it off to go to my bedroom. At the corner of my eye, I have a cat, FYI. At the corner of my eye, I seen this white ball of fluff fly past and go into the kitchen. It was like down the hall, and it just flew past and went to the kitchen. So I thought it was my cat running from down the hall to the kitchen. I called out her name. Her name is Misty. So I called out Misty and I walked to the kitchen, but then I didn't see anything. So I'm like, okay, where did she go? So I decided to walk down the hall and I went to my mother's room. She was lying down watching TV and the cat was sound asleep beside her on the bed. I walk in there and I look at her and I'm like, did the cat go anywhere recently, or was she sleeping on the bed all this time? My mom basically said, no, she's been sleeping on the bed. I don't remember how old I was. I was pretty young and it kind of creeped me out, so I headed off to my room and stayed there because I didn't want to see any of that again. That was basically the first story, was that ball of fluff going to, it was like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just like this ball of white. It looked like an animal. That's all I know, like a cat, which is why I thought it was my cat, because it looked like a ball, because my cat is white with black stripes. So I just thought it was her. On to the next story. It's in the same apartment. This one, it kind of creeped me out at the time and I still remember it. I came home from school. I was home alone. Yay. And I had homework. So I decided to do it in the living room on the wooden coffee table we had. I was writing, and you know like that sound it makes when you're writing on wood? Yeah, I heard that. Obviously, I was writing, so I'm like, oh, well, it's probably just me. I stopped writing, and I still heard the sound, and it just sounded like someone was just scribbling on a wooden table. Like that scribbling sound, and I don't know, it just really creeped me out. All my life I've believed in the paranormal. Right now, at my age, I'm not afraid of experiencing anything, but when I was like in middle school, it used to like scare me and creep me out. And then when I heard the scribbling, I literally booked it to my room and did not come out until I wasn't home alone. That one was just small, nothing really major happens. The next story is an apartment, I believe it's 411. I'm not entirely sure of the apartment number, but I think it's 411. We had a roommate. This one creeped me out when I was younger, but her mother passed away, so I was sleeping on the couch one night. I don't think the roommate was home, but my mom was sleeping in the bedroom. I think it was around I remember looking at the time and it was 8 o'clock in the morning, but I was facing the couch. My back was toward the living room. It was like someone wearing heels and footsteps on the wooden floor, because we have wooden floors. It creeped me the heck out. I was like, okay, I'm gonna count to 3 and I'm just gonna run to my mom's room and just climb in bed with her, because like not staying out here hearing footsteps. I just remember hearing like footsteps and it felt like it was getting closer and closer. The next story is the one that still terrifies me to this day, and it's about shadow people. I'm gonna start creeping myself out now, and I'm gonna want to stop this video, but I'm trying not to. I don't even know how to start this story, but it was in this room. Awesome. And I had a bunk bed, which you can probably see in my previous videos. I've had a bunk bed. I went to bed one night. I didn't even know it was sleep paralysis until I was thinking about it the next day because it was so vivid. I remember watching Shane's video of him talking about shadow people, and then he was talking about this one particular one that people often see called the Hat Man. Even saying that, I don't even want to say it in this room. I'm creeping myself out. Anyways, I was lying down one night. I was trying to fall asleep, and I woke up, but I couldn't move. All I could do was like move my eyes. It was sleep paralysis. Like I couldn't move. I couldn't even speak because I know I tried yelling and it came out in a whisper. So I'm like, okay, this is great. At the corner of my eye, I seen this figure. The only thing I remember seeing so vividly is the hat. Oh my god, I can't. I'm getting like goosebumps. I seen it behind me on the bed, and I didn't see like the full body. I just seen like the top half. But I remember clear as day the hat on top of his or her head. I'm assuming it's a guy. It's like a male figure. So I remember seeing that. I don't remember what I tried yelling. It was either go away or stop, or I'm pretty sure I said go away. I tried yelling it and I couldn't speak. I actually spoke about it to my friend a month or two later because I was like, is that sleep paralysis? I wasn't too sure if that was sleep paralysis or not because I'm like, did I really dream that? Because it did not feel like a dream. It felt so real that this is my first time full-on speaking about it in a video because I couldn't even do that last time when I was making the video. I'm like, I can't. It terrifies me to this day. I never want to see that again. With my luck, it's probably gonna happen tonight, but anyway. I haven't seen it since. None of that happened again. I only experienced sleep paralysis that one night. I spoke to my friend and I got literal goosebumps when I mentioned that I seen the Hat Man. She like immediately mentioned like, oh, I actually seen him too, and that's I got goosebumps. Those are my experiences. If I experience anything else, I would probably make a part 2 to this, but I don't really experience that much in my life having to do with the paranormal. There's actually one more. It actually happened pretty recently, which is why I didn't think about it, and it also didn't creep me out, which is probably why I didn't think about it until now. But I was at my friend's place. She lives in the same building, and she went down the hall, so I was in the living room alone, and I heard what sounded like a cabinet opening with like that squeaking sound, and it was clear as day. Like, is there someone in the kitchen? I got up and I checked, and I'm like, okay, that's great. There's no cabinets opened. I guess I'm just hearing things. I told her, and she mentioned like, oh yeah, one of the cabinets in the kitchen, it doesn't close properly. But we went into the kitchen and we looked at all the cabinets, and the one that doesn't close properly is literally closed. I don't know what I heard. It did creep me out at that moment in a good way because I've been wanting to experience things. I don't know why. I'm a weird person.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm weird. I'm a weirdo.
But I wanted to experience things, and experiencing that kind of made me excited for some reason. That's all I have for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
With the shotgun, fire, feel the war.